Hey y'all, Chuck here. Hey, it's time for another weekly update. Gonna let you know what's been going on here in Thailand and answer some questions from some previous videos. Not a whole lot of stuff's been going on. I got a haircut, yay. The lady that I normally go to just been so busy. There's a lot of salons out here, but most of them don't do men's hair. So this one lady, she did it. She's very friendly, but she's just been too busy. So there's like two men's barber shops out here, and they're closed most of the time. And when they open, they're like busy. Anyway, snuck in there at the men's place, waited for two people, and finally got a haircut, and everything was fine. They don't speak any English, and I saved a picture on my phone of the lady who used to always cut my hair in America. So I just show them that picture. But anyway, I go in there and there's just full-blown naked women pictures all over the wall in there. It's kind of funny. Funny because that could never happen in America. I remember a long time ago we used to have calendars with like naked girls on there, and that soon went away, but I just thought it was funny. So, but yeah, Paige is sweeping around me right now, talking in the background. But yeah, it's a men's shop. There were women sitting outside waiting for their husbands, but anyway, pretty funny. My exercise equipment is not ever coming. I ordered it, paid for it, and somehow I don't know. I didn't get it, and I called them up. Well, I had to have Paige call them because I don't speak Thai. Anyway, I'm still confused. Either way, the stuff was canceled, and they're going to credit me back my credit card on the next billing cycle. Nothing I can do about it. I found some other equipment that I ordered, and it's pay on delivery. So now it's on them. So say hi, Paige.
Hey.
So yeah, it's on them, so I should be getting it pretty quick. Anyway, America got a new president. Congratulations. Yeah, hopefully it works out. The last president had an opportunity, I think, to be the first black president, to be the greatest first black president. Personal opinion, I think he blew it, but he had a lot of opportunity to probably do a lot of things instead of blaming everybody else. I'm not a big fan of if something doesn't happen, you blame it on somebody else. I think that's the way most people from the military are. Everybody, no matter where you come from, what color you are, Puerto Rican, Mexican, black, African, Jamaican, everybody has a job to do in the military, and nobody gets special favors because of their heritage. And military doesn't try to put people in categories. So a lot of people in the military think different about how the system in America should work. So, but anyway, I hope Trump does good for the country. I don't think the country is going to ever be united. I think that there's so much division that people just think totally different. I wish that wasn't the case, but again, in military, the first rule of war is to divide. Once you divide, you can conquer. So they've done a really great job of dividing the country, and yeah, I hope it works out. Anyway, that's all I want to say about that. I bought a new mixer for the lady across the street. Matt Owen is her name, the one that always makes me my desserts in the morning. Well, not me, but she makes them for everybody, but she always wants to bring them to me and never wants to take my money. So I went to the store and bought her a new mixer. The one that she had, just a hand mixer, the one that she had forever, only one paddle would turn. And the other one sometimes would turn. I took it apart for her and tried to fix it, but the gears stripped out. It's like a really cheap handheld mixer. So I bought her a decent one, and she was happy. Unfortunately, I think she's going to continue to keep bringing me dessert. But anyway, I just wanted to do that for her. I don't think she makes too much money selling that stuff, and I wanted to give it to her for giving me free dessert. So. Yeah, you can't buy beer in Thailand before 11 o'clock, something I did not know. Went to the store to buy that mixer for my own, and they wouldn't accept my credit card. And it bothered me because the machine said, what did it say? It said like card deleted or canceled on the machine. And it bothered me so much that I went next door to the other store, which is the Lotus grocery store or little department store, as I knew they took the credit card here in Topanoma, and we were in another city. So I went over there, and I just got a couple little random things to put in the cart to go get the card through. And I bought Paige some beer, like a 12-pack of bottled beer. So I'm in the little cart, and I'm standing in line, and I'm next to go up, and the lady comes to my cart and takes the case of beer out of the cart, puts it in another cart, and walks off. So I'm here by myself. Paige and her mom and dad are outside waiting on me. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand what's just happened. And there's some Thai people just giggling because I'm standing there like, am I not allowed to buy beer? I don't understand what's going on. So anyway, the lady comes back. Well, the lady at the counter told the guy behind me to come in front. So now I'm like, okay, something's wrong. Maybe the bar tag, which I saw on the container, I don't know. I was confused. So she comes back and she puts the damn thing back in my cart. And then I pay and I walk out, and I told Paige, I don't know what just happened. And they're like, you can't buy beer until 11 o'clock. And I looked at the receipt and it said 11 o'clock exactly. So it all worked out. You can't buy beer in Thailand from major stores, 7-Eleven, grocery stores, and this and that. But it is a law. But the little stores, they don't ever check, and you can buy beer anytime you want to. Usually every store sells beer, the little stores. Anyway. Can't buy beer before 11. Went fishing. The guy across the street, he goes fishing every morning on the Mekong River, and Paige had told him that I love to fish, and I don't really know how to fish in this river, and I would love to go with him, but he was hesitant to take me because he speaks zero English. He says, I just don't know what to say. And I told Paige, just tell him, don't worry about it. We're two men fishing, we don't need to talk, That's we can use sign language. So anyway, he left, and I went down to the river with Paige just to kind of see what he was throwing. And we went down there, talked to him for a minute, and he said, come on with your fishing pole, and I brought my pole. And he rigged it up, and we fished, and I caught like 4 little tiny fish. And anyway, I had a great time. I love fishing. We didn't catch anything huge, but it's all about the fishing. So, not a lot of stuff coming up. There's Chinese New Year, which is this weekend coming up. There'll be some shows going on here that I'll show y'all, and we're making a trip up to the mountains next weekend too. That ought to be a pretty good adventure. Don't know the exact details right now. I'm going to answer some questions from last week's videos. First question is William Bates asked me what kind of whiskey y'all drinking. Well, here it is, William. The first one is it's called Regency. It's a pretty popular whiskey here in Thailand. It's made in Thailand, and it's just a whiskey. I've had it one time, it doesn't taste that great to me, but that's one. The second one is it's Sang Som, and it's really a rum. The stuff that we're drinking over there at our friend's house in their store is mostly rum. And that rum itself is made, I think it's made in Thailand. It doesn't say. I want to say it's made in Thailand. I've never seen it in the States. So anyways, Sang Som, rum. The next one is Blend 285, and it's a whiskey, and it's also made in Thailand, and it's made at the Red Bull distillery. Red Bull was, like I told you before, Red Bull was first made here in Thailand by a monk, actually. But they have a distillery here, the Red Bull distillery in Thailand, and that's where they make that whiskey. And then what I typically drink is Scotch. I like Scotch. It's not as sweet as everything else. That rum is very sweet. But I put soda in mine anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether it's red label or black label. When you put soda in your Scotch, it dilutes it anyway. But I like Johnny Walker. Patty Stern Jacob. Do people enjoy water sports, and what do they do for recreation? Well, they don't really do a whole lot of water sports. The only time when I go down to the beach, I see them get on these banana boats, but that's about it. I don't see them. For one, it's expensive. Jet skis, recreational stuff is expensive. There's a high tax on stuff like that. Boats, yeah, there are some fishing boats and stuff like that, and they do charter boats out, but a lot of those are foreign companies that are doing that stuff. Water, basically, in Thailand is a source of life. They fish for food. They don't really do a whole lot of recreation that I can think of. Their main recreation in Thailand is soccer. Soccer and family time with karaoke. They're very social people. They like to get together. I know in America, hell, I didn't even know most of I lived in the house for like 10 years and never really knew all my neighbors. You know, in America, we don't really socialize with people. But here, everybody knows everybody, and everybody's friendly, and family gets together, and they're very social people. Now, the national sport in Thailand is called takraw. Takraw. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm a foreigner. Takraw. It's a kind of It's kind of like volleyball and soccer. It's volleyball. They use a little wooden. It's like a soft wooden ball, and you have to hit it over the net like volleyball, but you cannot use your hands. You can use everything else but your hands, and it's pretty fun to watch, and some of those guys are very flexible and talented. That's their national sport here in Thailand, but they love soccer. They're big fans of soccer and Thai kickboxing. Of course, Thai kickboxing is very popular here. A lot of people from all over the world come to Thailand to learn Muay Thai. Ed Lewis. Does it feel like you traveled to the past? Well, of course. That's one of the main reasons why I come here. It's like going back into the 50s in America, the way I see it. I don't know how to explain it. Everybody's polite. Well, for the most part, like where we live, everybody's polite and everybody helps each other out. And it's just very simple here. Yeah, it feels like I went back into the past. I mean, some of the houses are so old. The vehicles are old. I mean, they keep stuff until you cannot use it anymore. It's not like the West. Thomas Peck, where are you located in relation to Vietnam and Cambodia? Well, here's a map. I'll show you this map, and I can explain it better on that. But anyway, here it is. We're pretty close to, actually Laos is between us and Vietnam, but it's really inexpensive to fly to Vietnam, and Cambodia is a little south of where we're at. Let's see, Larry Watson. I noticed you don't lock your bikes. Yeah, I bought a lock for mine and Paige's bike, and sometimes when we go up to the store, I'll lock them together. But when I leave it in front of the house, I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, my bike might get stolen, but everybody kind of knows everybody in this neighborhood, and I don't know. I guess if it gets stolen, I'll have to buy another $200 bike. I really can't worry too much about it. Jim Williams, do I plan to return to live in the United States, or will Thailand be my permanent home? Jim, I've got 3 kids and 3 grandkids and a lot of family back in the United States, and I will be going back to visit, but I just cannot, as of right now, I just can't see myself going back to live in the United States. I come to Thailand to try to be a better person, to be more relaxed. You know, you can't control a lot of things in life, like the president or the government or somebody. I mean, I just try to concentrate on the things in my life that I can control, and my health and happiness is very important to me. So if I go back to the United States, I'm going to have to work. I'm going to have to get a job. I'm going to have to settle in. I'm going to have to do a lot of things that I probably don't want to do throughout the day, just to live and, to be happy in the evenings or the weekends. And it's just not for me. As of right now, no. Thailand's going to be my permanent I guess you could say Thailand's going to be my home base, but we're going to try to travel as much as possible around the world, even. I'm going to screw this up. I'm sorry. Cinque Terra. I'm sorry. Are mosquitoes a problem by the river? Do I use mosquito spray? And do Thai people use mosquito spray, or the youth, do they use any kind of mosquito repellent? Well, okay, yes, mosquitoes suck. You can see the house is open. Upstairs in the bathroom, there's vented holes in the wall. There's no screen, so when you turn the light on, I've got a bug zapper in the bathroom, and yeah, the mosquitoes suck. Now, they're not as bad as it was when I first got here. I brought some mosquito spray here from the United States. I tried to get Thai people to use it. They won't use it at all, period. I know they get bit by mosquitoes, probably not as much as I did. I think it has a lot to do with the diet. I think the mosquitoes can sense there's fresh meat, and they just attack the crap out of me. But now that I've been here for a little while, I haven't had that much problems with. I get annoyed by them flying around my damn head. But no, I don't think the youth or the adults or anybody here really uses bug spray in Thailand. And no, I haven't seen a lot of people do it, and I don't think there's really a problem with them getting bit every now and then. But there are a lot of mosquitoes. It's tropical, a lot of bugs. We're almost on the equator here, so there's a lot of things flying around and running around at you. That's about it. Yeah, I think I covered it all. There were some other questions. I think I answered them down in the comments. Chinese New Year, trip to the mountain, and then we've got a few things going to come up after that. Today, I didn't really want to film it because it was kind of a family gathering. It was my mother-in-law, her mom, passed away on this day, and the whole family got together and we went to the temple, which was right down the street, and the monks prayed and they had a prayer. I don't really understand a whole lot that was going on, so I didn't want to be disrespectful on video, but I did video some of the temple grounds are always beautiful. And we had an awesome lunch, and yeah, that was it. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. And I appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I've got a lot more to video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get an update when I get a new video out. And yeah, I've got a lot more to come. And again, appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Thank you.